Stewart, Omar, first of all, I speak on behalf of my entire family that to be here tonight with you and with Omar's family and with all your friends, it means a lot. We've known Omar for only about 3 years because Stewart and Omar used to be with the CIA and they kept it quite secret. Working for the government, we understand that. But, you know, I was thinking, I woke up last night at 4:30 in the morning and I was like, let's see, what do I say? You know, what's Dad gonna say? What's Dad gonna believe? And in the McFarland family, you always worry about what your parents and what the elders are gonna say and believe. And then I realized that it really didn't matter because we live in the new millennium and they're just along for the ride. So, Dad, sorry. Anyway, I will never forget when my brother came to us and finally said, you know, this is the life that I've chose for myself, and this is who I care to share it with. And I always wondered, what would that be like? And then I realized it really didn't matter. What mattered to us, and all of us in the family, was that it was not the lifestyle that you chose and who you chose it with as much as it was the person. And then we got to meet Omar, and Omar was nervous. And rightly so. First of all, he didn't drink scotch or Irish whiskey, so we were a little concerned. But I tried to think about how do you best describe Omar. And I think about, and I know for my family, my mother was a huge part of our life, much like Omar's father, and they're not here tonight, but they are. And my mother was the most conservative individual that you'll ever meet, with a nasty twist. And the nasty twist was that, as conservative as she was, she cared about family. And that superseded every conservative bone in her body. And because of that, she endured, shared their relationship with my mother before she passed away. And because of that, I think that's part of the reason that we're here tonight, because it meant a great deal to my brother that she knew that. And my mother had grown up, as much as she was conservative, she understood that what was most important was happiness, fulfillment, and the fact that you had someone you could count on. Now, we've known Omar for over 3 years, you know, outside of the fact that they left the CIA and Stewart went to work for the state government, and Omar does the laundry. But the fact of the matter is that I was thinking last night about one of the most endearing memories that I have of stories that I've heard. It was a story about a particular individual that there were 2 trails in the sand on the beach. Suddenly there was one trail in the sand. Well, this individual was with Jesus. And he said to Christ, I don't understand it. There were 2 trails, and then there was only one. Where did you go? What happened? He said, that was when I carried you. And that got me thinking about Omar. And I know, after knowing Omar for 3 years and knowing his family, that if there was anybody that could carry Dewar outside of a tow truck, it would be Omar. And I just want to say that Omar, we could not be more happy with the fact that Dewar chose you or you chose Dewar. I'm going to go with Dewar chose Omar. You get to change that story. But we could not be happier. And I know that for all of my brothers and sisters, and I know all of their significant others, Kent Hayden, Bryce Ball, Val, I'm just going to use your name because Alex is cool. And my dear wife, Lisa. But I know that we've heard all the cliches about how your spouse completes you. I know that you complete Deward because Deward's a McFarland. He's short-tempered. He's got 1,000 projects in the garage that he moved over to the neighbors, by the way, who are really pissed. And he does great cabinet making until it has to be stained, and then it sits. But, Omar, you bring a whole other aspect to our family that really helps not just Deward, but the rest of us be more complete and better people. And if my mother were here tonight, she'd welcome you with open arms. And so we do too. I ask you all to raise your glass. And Omar and Deward, I wish you nothing but success. And welcome to the family, Omar. Hey! Yeah. And Deward, finish some of this project.